Welcome back. With me here I have 3 different phones, and these 3 phones have passwords on them. I'm going to try and remove these passwords by various methods, as you will see in the video. These 3 phones, 2 of these 3 phones are MTK and 1 is SPD. So I'm going to show you how you can identify which chipset each phone is using. So on my computer I have installed the MediaTek drivers to be able to detect an MTK chipset. So every time I plug an MTK chipset, I will get a notification on my computer saying which port that chipset is connected to. Now let me connect the phone to the computer. As you can see, this is connected to MTK USB port, communication port 8. Yeah, so that means this particular device is using an MTK chipset. Now I want to test this other one. If I connect it, you hear connection sound, and the MTK is still the communication port 8, which is the MTK USB port for that particular device. Now if I try this one, I was suspecting this ITEL 5081 is the SPD one, so I'm going to try and connect it. I have not installed the drivers for any Spreadtrum chipset, so that means if I connect a Spreadtrum chipset, no detection will happen on my machine, and that's absolutely okay. So I'm going to show you how you can remove the passwords on these 2 MTK based phones. I'm going to start using the most easiest method, and that is using the MTK Keypad flash tool. This flash tool offers you the option to reset the NVRAM partition. The NVRAM partition actually, let me show you what it does. We have the reset to default factory, where the NVRAM data is reset to factory. The flash tool reads the NVRAM factory attribute, and then it resets it to the way it was written in the factory while they were assembling it. Now, before you can click on format and restore to default factory settings, I normally check the USB download without battery, so that I don't have to press the boot keys for these phones. I just have to insert the USB cable, and the computer will automatically detect that I have inserted a device, and the communication port will be identified. So you check this download option without battery, and then you go to format and then reset to default factory. Click OK. Once you click OK, you just take your USB cable and insert it into your device, and just like that you'll hear a beeping sound, and the flash tool will say the last action was done at 23:57, which was successful. You can see the flash tool detected the communication port 8. This communication port 8 is an MTK based communication port. You see the MTK USB communication port, and if you come back to this device, you realize that when you power it on, there will be no password. See, there is no password at all. We can check the factory setting password if it is working. Yeah, and it works. So I'm going also to do the same thing to this other MTK based phone. Just going to close this. I'm going to click format again and then click OK, and then insert the USB cable into this device. Once you insert, you hear connection sound, and then the flash tool tells you that that action was successful. If the flash tool indicates green, it means that flashing process was successful.